Good morning. We are having some French toast.
Yummy.
What are you eating?
I can
What is this?
French toast.
What is that, Haley? What are you eating?
French toast.
Is it good?
Mhm.
Is it good?
Mhm.
So Papa had to get up this morning at 6 to go to jury duty. He wasn't happy about it, but they dismissed him. So he was happy about that. And other than that, we're just eating breakfast, gonna clean the house, and that's about it.
Oops. Did this baby tiger come out? Look at this baby tiger. Wow. The door over there.
I'm really struggling with some depression today. I don't know. I just feel so sad, and I haven't been able to get anything done around the house. I don't know if it's the weather change. I don't know if it's because my menopause has been so bad. I haven't been able to get much sleep at night because of hot flashes and bad dreams, but depression is such a hard thing to deal with, especially as a Christian, because as a Christian we believe that we make our path what it is, and that we should put all of our faith into God, and to pray when we have these negative feelings. And I do all of that extensively every night, but it's still a disease. It's still something that people struggle with every day. I have ever since I was a little girl. I've dealt with depression and anxiety, and for me those two things come as one. Whenever I feel a lot of anxiety, it typically leads to depression, of not knowing how to get through something. If our life events are causing negativity in our life and we can't figure out a way to turn that around and turn it into a positive, then it becomes worrisome. And then you start to feel like there's no way to get around it. And it always works itself out. It always does. The one thing that I always tell people when I'm talking to them about a life experience that they're going through is that the sun always goes down and it always comes up. And though you feel like the world should stop in its tracks because you're feeling something, it just doesn't happen that way. And typically it gets better. you go to bed with it at night and you wake up and you may not feel better the next day, but eventually, you know, you're going to wake up and things are going to be different. Things are going to look different. But it seems like when you're in the middle of it, there's no end to it. And I guess that's how I get through bouts of anxiety and depression, is I just keep telling myself it's going to get better, it's going to get better, and it always does. But when you're in the moment and you're going through it, it's really hard to have that perspective. And so, though I know things are going to be okay and things are going to get better, I'm in the middle of it right now, and I just want it to end. I know that it will. So the girls have had a really good day. We did some lessons, and I'm really working hard with their numbers and their alphabet right now, because no matter how far we get into the program, my father's world curriculum for kindergarten, they're still lacking the basics of the alphabet and the numbers. So I've kind of let up on the lessons a little bit until I can get them going on their alphabet and their numbers, which they've done really good this week. They've really come. It's so funny because Brooke saw a commercial on TV and she said that she wanted this My Little Pony for Christmas, and so I told her that we would put it on her list. So she went and she got her notebook and she put a B, and then I wrote down Little Pony on it, and then she wrote her sister's name. She wrote an H and an A and a U, which I think she was trying to make the Y for her sister's name, Haley, so that I could put a dollhouse under her sister's name. So I was really impressed that she got the B for her name and the H and the A and part of the Y for Haley's name. So I know that they're doing really good, and I try to have the philosophy that as long as they're having fun and learning, they'll retain it. But as soon as it becomes forced, then that's, I think, when kids don't retain things. So I try to make everything as fun as we possibly can, with songs and with colors and painting. So we've been working really hard on alphabet and numbers, and they're doing really good. Is that your notebook?
Yep, I love it. I found it. A classroom.
Where was it?
A classroom.
It was in the classroom?
No, this is
In the craft room?
Yep, I found it.
Cool.
Look,
So that's about it.
coming.
It's really hard for me to talk about some personal things, that are going on,
I
but
think I'm kind
I'm starting to feel like I can open up a little bit more, and I hope that it helps somebody else that's out there. I think that if we have these experiences and don't share them, then we're not giving of ourselves. And I think if other people understand the problems that we have and the outlook that we have, that perhaps it can help them. And so that's what I hope, that by me sharing and saying, you know what, my life isn't all rosy and perfect by far. I struggle every day being a 49-year-old, raising two of my granddaughters, struggling with no financial or parental support from their parents, which they're my son's children, and they haven't seen him in almost 2 years now. Neither the mom or the dad help us financially. It's all on Scott, and he works 12 to 14-hour days just so that we can make ends meet. And believe me, it's the end is far greater than the means, because we struggle financially. Everything that we've got, it's very, very tight. And with the economy the way it is and the industry that he works in, he's union, but the union keeps taking more and more and more away from him. Like now he doesn't even have his retirement anymore. They took all of that away from him. So, you know, that's where a lot of our struggle comes from, day in and day out. But I hope by showing that our life isn't perfect and things aren't always happy-go-lucky around here. We're human and we have the same struggles that everybody else has, and it's really, really hard to raise your grandchildren because you forfeit that grandparent relationship with them, and that in itself is such a special relationship. That bond that you have with your grandchildren as a grandparent is so much different than you have with your own children. And by us raising these two, we no longer have that grandparent-child bond. It's strictly a parental. We are parental units to them, and you know, they don't get to go spend the weekend with grandma and grandpa and us spoil them and then send them back home. It's not that way because they're with us 24/7. So I struggle with that. I really struggle with that. It's hard to be a full-time grandparent. You know, and then their fun time comes when they get to go with their mom. You know, their fun weekend is going and spending time with their mom, which isn't very much because she typically cancels on them, and then there's been some things that have happened to them while they're with her, but nonetheless they still love her and they still like to go. So I think all of that's just really bothering me, is the fact that I can't have that normal relationship with them. But this too shall pass, so I just wanted to share with you guys.
You put a kiss this arm too. You this arm. You this arm. You this arm.
Is that an arm?
Yep. This one, an arm holder. Good me.
What did you eat for lunch?
Butter.
Butter?
Yep, I like butter.
What kind of butter?
I eat it
What kind of butter?
spoon.
Peanut butter?
Yeah, my pig had that too.
Peanut butter?
Yeah. Yep.
And what else?
And what? And apples.
Peanut butter and apples?
Yeah. Now, Mom, could I have my? This for my brother. I got the well already.
You don't have a brother.
Yes, I
No, you don't.
am. Yes, I
You have a
am.
sister.
Oh, I got sister. I have a sister. I got my little sister. I eat the butter. Penny butter. Come back up. They did my monkey song.
That's your monkey song?
Yeah, my bear had that too for Christmas.
Put it on your list.
Where's my book? Can you help me anchor my wrist? Hey, Grandma.
Are you guys having a slumber party?
Yes. Will you zipper bag? Hey, Grandma.
No, my sleeping bag's downstairs somewhere.
Where's Papa's zipper?
Are you guys just laying there watching cartoons? Are you having fun?
Yes. I can't move. Hold on. You pick it up. And will you help me up? Look. this? Let's go. Should I must? My brush. Tickle me. Show face. I use the towel. Brush my waist off. Can I take a shower? Mama, get on my way to the shower. Dad, look. Over. Open. Yeah. So nice. Oh no. Look at nose. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.
53 in our data.
Good night.
Good
Good night. Good night.
44.
Good night.